Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News, brought to you by Colourful and the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben, as always, I'm hanging out with Mike.
Hello.
Claire.
Hey.
And Pete.
Alright.
And this is our sister show to Comfortable, where we take a delve into the weekly world of weird that we found on the World Wide Web this week. It's a doozy. There's some alien news.
Oh.
This has actually got me on the fence for once.
That's it.
I'm on the fence with this.
I thought you'd be all over it.
I was, and then I did a little bit of digging and found out that this guy really can't be trusted very much. But he has testified under oath to Congress, so that's why I'm on the fence a little bit, leaning off the fence, but on it also. Right, so alien corpses shown to Congress as UFO expert forces testify under oath. This is in Mexico.
So they've been shown to Congress?
Mexican Congress.
Oh, I've seen this picture this week, I'm sure.
I bet you have, it's been all over the news, hasn't it?
It has been all over Tinternet. Alleged non-human alien corpses have been displayed to Mexican politicians at the country's Congress. A self-described UFO expert, it wasn't me, although I described myself as that, claim that, well, you can be an expert in it, all the experts in it, we talk about it. We're all self-proclaimed UFO experts, we can do that. Claim that the two small corpses were retrieved from Cusco in Peru, presented in windowed boxes in Mexico City on Wednesday, stirring excitement within the UFO conspiracy theorist community.
The first thing I thought of was E.T.
I'm seeing E.T. as well, a sort of real crusty version.
Crusty E.T.?
Yeah. Has he got the finger?
Might as well have.
The event was spearheaded by journalist Jay Musan, who claimed under oath that the mummified specimens are not part of our terrestrial evolution, with almost a third of their DNA remaining unknown, reported Mexican media.
Oh, so it's been tested as well?
Allegedly been tested.
It's not been proven though.
What?
Only tested by him.
Oh, right.
It says there the claims by the self-claimed ufologist have not been proven.
Mr. Musan has previously been associated with claims of discoveries that have later been debunked. But he's going under oath there, that's jail time.
Fuck it looks like paper mache.
It
does a bit, doesn't it?
Could be 3D printing.
Morph. It's a deformed morph.
Morph's deformed brother.
Can we have a look at the other pictures? It says there's 3, doesn't it?
Yeah, listener, you can see these pictures. Go online, type in Mexican alien corpses into Google. You'll get it. We're starting to look now. So there's E.T. in his little silk bed. X-rays of the specimens.
They're tiny, aren't they?
They aren't very big. They're like what?
A couple of feet.
A foot and a half, maybe. Yeah, no bigger than 2 feet.
Oh.
It does go to make you wonder why, if they were fabricated and faked, why would they make them quite unusual, like size-wise and things like that? You'd try and make them more fitting to the general description of your greys, wouldn't you? If you were faking it to try and be believable, you'd go with something that we've been described up for 50, 60, 70 years.
4 foot tall.
Yeah,
big. They obviously started making these in 1984. As soon as he watched E.T. at the cinema.
Well, one of them, the bit underneath the X-ray one, says that they found eggs inside
I was just about to say that.
I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
Yeah, on the X-rays of the specimens were also shown during the hearing, with experts testifying under oath that one of the bodies is seen to have eggs inside. Burn it! Burn it! We cannot risk these fuckers hatching.
He could have faked the eggs as well, couldn't he?
He's not shoving chicken eggs into that, is he?
He might have done, you don't know, do you?
They're not big enough.
They won't be like
a couple of warbler eggs.
Yeah.
They won't be live viable eggs, will
You
they?
don't know. They're aliens.
Well,
Maybe that's some kind of weird hibernation state for them.
With paper mache eggs.
Mike, are you suggesting that these are fake?
Well, I think they need to stick some needles in it and just, take a bit of DNA out and have a look.
They need to do an independent test rather than
need
this.
to do some more. I need more evidence before I can.
Well, hopefully there'll be some follow-ups on this.
Yeah, I hope so.
At the public hearing, Mr. Musan showed US officials and members of the Mexican government several videos of, quote, UFOs and unidentified anomalous phenomena. before unveiling the alleged alien corpses. We did a big reveal. Ta-da! Drop the curtains!
I was about to do that after you said anomalous phenomena. You managed to say that
I know.
in the two hardest words for you possible.
Yeah, I did it.
And you got it.
Nailed it. Professional, no, Pete. Professional self-proclaimed journalist and ufologist. So Mr. Musan said, these specimens are not part of our terrestrial evolution. These aren't beings that were found after a UFO wreckage. They were found in diatom or algae mines and were later fossilised. So he's suggesting that they're part of our terrestrial evolution, but at the same time, over 30% of the specimen's DNA was unknown.
He's claiming that. We don't know that, do we?
He's claiming the specimens have been studied by scientists at the Autonomous National University of Mexico, who drew DNA evidence using radiocarbon dating.
Could they not be like another human species, like the hobbits?
No.
Why?
You just saw it, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we found hobbits, real life hobbits.
Have we?
Yeah. I don't know, about 5-10 years ago, something like that.
Weren't they just pygmies, technically?
Well, they called them hobbits in the article, and they're the same size as the hobbits. They were humanoids.
Until they were wiped out by Homo sapiens.
Probably. It's found on a small island somewhere, I'm sure.
But there is just.
That's about the same height as them.
But that's
like 2 foot tall,
Yeah.
hobbits, or at least 4 foot.
There is a dwarf. There is a dwarf. One of the.
You got pygmy tribes, haven't you?
Yeah,
They're
but-
like 3 foot tall.
There's dwarves that look like perfectly formed miniature humans. Sounds so awful. I don't know how to describe it.
You got people
They're
like...
just miniaturised in proportion. They're fully normal proportion. And we have other dwarves that have got like almost like a full size body, almost a full size head and tiny little legs. But then there are ones that are completely in proportion, aren't they? And they're just perfect little
smallest
mini
people
humans.
are like a foot tall, aren't they?
Yeah, okay.
Not far off, yeah. So
I don't understand why there's so few of them.
you're right.
Yeah.
It could be, but
I've seen like people who are like a foot tall.
But they don't
It's
look,
crazy. They don't tend to live very long, do they?
But they don't look human at all. The shape of their head and their face.
The aliens, not the dwarves, yeah.
Yeah,
Not the
yeah.
not the foot tall, the aliens.
The alien.
Okay, they don't look like human, but they could have been an offshoot. You don't
Some
know,
kind
do
of sub-race
Yeah.
lost.
Lost to time.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll
keep
update
an eye
you.
on it.
Yeah, we'll keep it going. We'll keep an eye on that.
Hopefully.
Experts reveal why Saudi Arabia's $1 trillion, 75 miles long skyscraper is a bad idea.
That's a pretty big fucking skyscraper.
Last month, news emerged that construction was underway on Saudi Arabia's futuristic megacity project NEOM, which is set to consist of a pair of skyscrapers stretching 75 miles across the desert.
Wow.
I thought a skyscraper was just a building that went up.
It's going up too.
The name Neom is a portmanteau made up from the ancient Greek prefix neo, meaning new, and M, which is the first letter of the Arabic word for future, and also the first letter of Saudi Arabia's crown prince, Mohammed bin Salman. It was Salman who launched the project last year, which has also been branded The Line. On paper, it looks like the stuff of science fiction. 2 completely reflective skyscrapers stretching across dozens of miles of desert to form a corridor 500 metres high and just 200 metres wide.
Yeah, so it's still 500 metres high.
Fucking hell.
So that is one hell of a skyscraper.
It's crazy,
So
isn't
it's
it?
75.
Meant to house 9 million people.
Oh god, it is like Judge Dredd, isn't it? Isn't it a
That,
megacity?
that's the picture I'm getting, but stretched long instead of tall.
Yeah, it's Judge Dredd.
Residents will have access to all their daily needs within 5-minute walk neighbourhoods.
Do you know what? Doesn't sound like the worst idea in the world.
Yeah, it'll be car-free, carbon neutral, have its own temperate, regulated microclimate.
Artificial intelligence will be a huge part of living within the line. It sounds like a slave. It sounds like slave holdings.
How does it?
Sounds like Star Trek.
We're cramming you all into this and AI is going to rule you.
Doors open. I'm thinking, like Star Trek. Doors closed, lights on.
It is going to take 50 years to complete. Hell of a project, though, isn't it?
Cool.
Crown Prince wants it done by 2030.
Heads will roll.
Quite literally.
I'll say literally. Oh, it would be.
If he gets it done by 2030, it's going to be a fucking hellhole.
How close to the shore is he doing it? Because you don't want to do it too close to the shore.
Why?
Flooding.
500 foot fucking monster beast, a 500 metre monster beast. Like, I imagine they'll have ways to get away
They
from.
can make
it,
whole. They can
who
make
knows?
whole islands these days, can't they? Over there, and have done, haven't they? So.
Well, they experts are believing that a circle will be better than a line. Because the negative impact on quality of life, they say.
Right. Maximise the distance between its inhabitants. So if your mate lives at the other end and you live at the one end,
It's a long way to go, isn't it?
yeah. It's going to have 80 train stations.
Fuck.
And even the commutes would still be 60 minutes, even with from one end to the other.
Fucking hell.
But if it's a circle, you can have a radius of 2 miles and people could reach 24% of the population within 1.2 miles. So that simple change would also mean that residents would be more mobile, so they could cycle or walk the shorter distances. That does make sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess. It just sounds like they're just cramming us all into somewhere.
I like the sound of circles, like big sort of cities or, you know.
The domes.
No domes, you don't need domes.
It's just for the aesthetic look.
Just makes sense, doesn't it? It's eccentric circles,
Yeah.
getting bigger as you go out.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea.
Certainly ambitious.
It is. I think I'll do that and fund Newcastle United.
Right, cursed painting sells for more than £1,600 after twice being returned to charity shop.
I love a cursed painting.
I love a charity shop.
You're a charity shop queen, you
You
are,
don't
Claire.
normally find paintings worth £1,600 over in charity shops, do you?
No.
Or cursed ones for that matter.
Yeah.
So last owner, Zoe Elliott
Oof.
Brown, said she took the painting back to the charity shop after being chased by an unidentified black figure.
Oh, shadow people.
Oh, that's a creepy painting, though.
Yeah.
Well, it's got a young girl with a brown hair, side parting.
Their eyes are just boring into my soul.
They are. And she's looking quite innocent and like pink top on. She's got a little smirk about
I
it.
think she looks a bit
I
evil.
think she looks really fucking.
I think she looks evil.
Yeah.
Evil.
She's
Does.
not happy.
Them eyes, that's not a smirk. It's a smirk of what's about to happen to you.
I think it's the devil horns that make her look really evil.
There are two kind of weird like things coming out the side of her head there. I don't know the
Yeah.
canvas or not, but alright, okay, Claire, let's delve in.
So the painting went viral after it was pictured in an East Sussex charity shop with a warning on it saying, "She's back, sold twice and returned twice. Are you brave enough?" So yeah, this Zoe Elliott Brown was the last person to buy it from the Hastings Advice and Reception Centre.
Representation
Centre in August. She told ITV's This Morning programme that after the purchase she was chased by this unidentified black figure.
She could be just a fucking racist.
She could be, but so shortly after, so it's gone back to the charity shop. Who's bought it now?
It's going for 16. The final. They haven't revealed the name of the bidder.
So it's been listed on eBay and an offer for 450 was made, but that has now more than tripled with the final bid being £1,680.01. And all half the profits are going to the, what was it again?
The Hark.
The Hark.
I don't like that picture, man. I wouldn't have that in my house.
I wouldn't have it.
Creepy as fuck.
Same eyes. It's boring into
First
it.
they won't be
like-
asking, who's that little picture of that little girl you
Yeah.
got on you?
I'm getting
on the
like,
wall?
You can check this out, listener. It's skynews.com/story/cursed painting. Yeah.
the way she's staring at me is like, "You've ate my chocolate cake."
She looks angry, doesn't she?
Yeah,
She looks like she's about to knife you.
yeah.
I was thinking more
I don't
of
believe
a.
in cursed things, so
I was thinking more of a small axe, but yeah, I'm with
Yeah.
you on that.
Well, yeah, I know. I know what you're saying, Mike. I'm aware of can things be cursed, but there's some things that just have an unsettling look about them.
Only because you.
I mean, I wouldn't have the picture. I wouldn't
if you
have
told it was lucky, you'd have a different
If that
response
come
to
on
it.
the
Oh, you're
Antiques
right, I probably would.
Roadshow, I'd be like, that's the fucking devil.
Because you've been told it.
No, but the antique. No, if they were just doing it on the this picture's worth, I'd go. I fucking don't like the look in her eye.
It's the same reason I haven't got a life-size painting of the Vigo portrait from Ghostbusters 2 in the front room.
Oh, haven't you? I've got that in the bathroom.
You know,
Sleeps with it.
He's my only friend.
It's in the shower because his shower curtain's always closed.
yeah.
That's my shrine to him.
Mike, are you talking to Vigo, the Carpathian? Scourge of Moldavia?
Yeah.
You may want to stop that. You're going to get in trouble, mate.
He'll be fine.
Is that what that fucking pink slime was I found earlier?
You turned the tap on.
I did?
Yeah.
What?
You got to get into with a child snatching, mate. He always wants children.
I'm sure that toaster was turning itself on earlier.
Funny enough, Jackie Wilson was playing earlier and that toaster was dancing.
No fucking way.
Alright. Cannibal prison has lags forced to eat each other to survive and reeks of rotting flesh. Fucking hell, where's this? I was in Rwanda. I'm not surprised. Is anyone else surprised?
Well, it's still a bit rough. Isn't
It's
it?
rough, but is anyone else surprised it's in Rwanda or some like really crappy country?
Have you never watched World's Toughest Prisons?
No.
It's on Netflix. That's quite interesting.
Is that the one with Ross Kemp?
No.
Yeah.
Raphael Rowe. He was convicted and served 12 years for murder, and then he was acquitted. He was found innocent. He genuinely didn't do the murder.
So he's just some bloke now then?
Yeah, but he goes to all the toughest prisons in the world and spends a week in there as an inmate.
Oh right, okay, that's interesting.
With like a very small camera crew, and they come in and
Real heroes of this, the camera crew,
I've
aren't
watched
they?
a couple of
fucking
them.
right. And do you know what? He's been to one where there's cannibalism,
Really?
or there had been cannibalism.
Okay. But like, what I'm trying to say is,
It's
you know,
not a
the
surprise.
headline, I'm like, well, if that was in Britain, I'd be terribly shocked.
Yeah.
If that was in any Western Europe, or even
Brexit Britain, I
Brexit
wouldn't be
Britain.
that shocked.
no,
Would you?
no. I mean,
Getting
Russia,
that way.
maybe some Eastern European terrible, like, you know, Russia. That wouldn't surprise me. Rwanda, not a country known for its stability, and there was a genocide there. You know, I'm not so surprised. Let's get into it. A barbaric prison in Africa is hell on earth, with people able to smell the stench of rotting flesh from dead corpses inside its walls as far as a mile away. Oh, Jesus. Inmates of the Rwanda prison Gitarama, one of the world's deadliest, are forced to eat the rotting corpses of other inmates in order to survive. Oh, bloody hell. Rapists, robbers, murderers and some of the most violent criminals in the country lay inside its filthy and overcrowded walls. But it's feared that some of the inmates may be entirely innocent, which doesn't surprise me.
No.
Can't imagine the Rwandan justice service system is up to much, can you?
No.
The unimaginable jail on the outskirts of Rwanda's capital, Kigali, was built in 1960 as housing for British workers. It was later converted into a jail designed to hold around 400 prisoners at the time. The troubling conditions mean inmates are often left with no choice but to stand due to a lack of space, with as many as 8,000 trapped inside, despite
400.
the prison's capacity currently being somewhere between 1,300 and 3,000.
Wow. But originally built for 400.
Yeah.
There's a prison there where prisoners are sleeping in their bunk beds and the floor is full of human sewage.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I didn't see that because I don't have my glasses on. Trying to clean it at the moment.
More than 1,000 men are reported to have died in Gitamara in 1995 alone, and even today the stench of feces and rotting flesh is said to be detectable up to a mile away. Reports state that multiple prisoners a day can die in the Gitamara jail due to the foul conditions, and it's also been reported there's no sewer system, meaning convicts must trawl barefoot through their own feces or sleep soaked in sewage. Oh, fuck's sake.
Fucking
This
hell
is
on earth,
horrible.
innit?
This is just brutal.
Makes you wonder why anybody commits any kind of crime.
Well, half of them might be innocent.
Well, some of them might be
Well,
innocent. Not half, some.
Might be half.
Well,
You don't know.
I don't know, but he just said some.
Mm-hmm.
No medical care. Health conditions take lives daily, as do gangs who are free to commit brutal crimes against those who disagree with them. And many inmates in the prison are still awaiting trial. So you're sleeping in your own sewage, in that trench between your bunk beds. You go out the shower, you go out that room, where there's still shit everywhere, smeared on the walls, blood, maybe the odd corpse. And then you walk straight into the middle of a fucking gang battle,
Yeah.
who are not only like just taking eyeballs, they're also raping. And no one's batting a fucking eyelid, and you're stuck in the middle of it all of a sudden.
And there's some people in there that are still waiting for their trial, and they've been in there for 16 years.
Oh, Jesus. Legal purgatory.
I mean, he could be completely innocent.
Yeah.
16 years just to get to trial in that fucking hellhole.
And they're eating each other.
Yeah.
Oh. Weird, they're all in... You know, they're all in pink suits.
That just makes it even weirder, doesn't it?
Looks like Squid Game.
Not far off it.
Well, some of the... Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, some of the inmates serving life sentences after having committed the most deplorable crimes, it's widely thought that they have nothing to lose, so commit more heinous acts to earn respect from fellow criminals.
That's the thing, if you're in there for life, you might as well make the best of it. That's how they look at it.
To end, Lieutenant Colonel Charles Kiyonga, commander of Guatemala in the mid-1990s, when 1,000 people were dying, was it every year, heartbreakingly admitted that it was quite possible that some of the inmates were innocent. To quote him, "It's possible some are innocent. I'm not saying our methods are always thorough, but the vast majority of these people are killers."
Madness, innit?
Oh. Well, let's put it this way. I won't be going on holiday to there.
What, a Rwandan prison?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go on holiday to a Rwandan prison.
I don't know where
either.
you're booking your holidays, mate.
Big Jeff behind the Indian takeaway.
Where'd you like to go stay, son? Well, I don't fancy a Rwandan prison.
I've got you a lovely 2 weeks in a Rwandan prison, all inclusive.
It's only £4.50 a night.
Ensuite toilet.
At your feet toilet.
Yeah. Ensuite, definitely ensuite. Yeah, it is a shared room, but there won't be that many of you. Not after you've eaten a few of them.
Open buffet.
Open buffet, all inclusive.
Can you move on?
Yeah, we can do.
Mad scientist.
You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. I wouldn't mind being known as a mad scientist as you guys.
No, I dig that, yeah.
That of all titles is not bad at all, is it?
Mad scientist.
Yeah.
Mad scientist, nano engineer Carson Bruns creates magic tattoo that wearers can turn off to visit grandma's house and then back on to party.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
He developed magic ink which turns on with ultraviolet light and turns off in daylight or even a flashlight.
Okay.
The assistant professor at the University of Colorado Boulder tested the invention on himself and tattooed a small blue dot on his forearm. Magic ink comes in half-ounce bottles and is available to buy for $100, which is a lot more than regular ink costs, but red is the only colour available for now.
Red?
He did it in blue on his own arm.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was just wondering, like.
Who wants a red tattoo?
People do have them.
I know,
I have seen them
I'd
done.
want mine sort of glowing blue under UV light, you know, proper woo! Bright.
Hang on, who did he team up with?
Oh, actually, look at that red, that looks quite cool.
He teamed up with Keith Bang Bang McCurdy,
And
a former doctoral student, to invent more unique tattoo technology.
Bang bang.
Keith, they call me Bang Bang. Alright, Keith.
So yeah, what do you think?
Pretty cool.
Tattoo you can turn on and off.
It's interesting, isn't it?
With the colour of that, yeah, I'd have a lightsaber.
Mm.
Well, I'd just have like a little, you know, the little end of the lightsaber, and be like, what's that? And then you just get your own little UV light out your pocket, and be like, wow. Like
Yeah. And most nightclubs
that's the
are
dark side as well. Oh dear.
Oh yeah. Is anyone watching Ahsoka?
No,
Not
I
yet.
haven't got Disney at the moment.
Yeah. Very good. Really enjoyed it.
Like Keith Bang Bang McCurdy.
Keith Bang Bang.
Teams up with a mad scientist.
It's a story that's got a lot of fucking inputs into one. It's a good. I like it. I love the fact he's disguised as a mad scientist. I love Keith McCurdy's nickname.
I hardly think it's mad science when it's literally some
No.
Yeah, but that's just one.
tattooing.
That's
with
one of the
some
things that
pigment
he's
in it.
done, isn't it? He must have done other things. You're not just a mad scientist for getting invisible tattooing. You've done other shit.
He also released hippos into Pennsylvania.
And invented grilled hippo bacon.
He's getting there.
Okay, and finally.
So, Cartel Boris. Sorry.
Bars.
Boris.
Cartel Boris. That's a nickname you're off.
That just fits Boris Johnson down to a T.
I was looking at like the following word, buried, and I was like, bars, bird, buried,
Cartel
bird.
Boris. You can all start calling me Cartel Boris from now on.
Cartel boss buried under mountain of guns so that he's armed to the teeth in afterlife. Okay, that's a bit redonkulous, isn't
Oh,
it?
it's no different than
The Egyptians buried themselves with
Egyptians,
gold.
Vikings. You
Yeah.
bury yourself with gold weapons, whatever you think you're going to need in the afterlife. It's no different from any of that.
So Manuel Julian Salvino Bustamante, the leader of the Ecuadorian drug cartel, was gunned down this week. Bizarre videos shown from his funeral, family members and friends filling the coffin with guns.
I'll leave these when I visit St. Peter.
He's doing goodies when you to heaven. He's out in heaven, he's got tons of angels coming at him, and he's got two M60s. Ah! Just screaming and shooting into the sky. Well, he's basically Scarface,
Yeah, snorting a mountain of cocaine.
He's got a mountain of cocaine in front, he just dips his head in it, and he's like, ah, far away.
Sevillano was gunned down on Wednesday afternoon, September the 13th, in broad daylight while at a car wash with his daughter, 20,
That's
and
a
a
shame.
bodyguard. Police have since confirmed that the young woman also died
Shit.
after being crushed into a hospital.
Rushed.
Had been rushed to a hospital in Quevedo.
Can we call him Bustamante? That's a better name.
Just Manuel. Let's keep it casual.
Bustamante is a colour. You can't go casual with a cartel boss, Claire. That's where you're going wrong.
That's where I'm going wrong all this time. I'm 40 years old.
That's where you're going wrong. You can't walk into these cartel bosses' mansions and start calling them Boris and Juan and Julian and Manuel. You can't do it. They want some respect. That's where you're going to hit it off as a big time coke dealer.
So it seems that they had followed his movements. Julian always came to wash his car in the morning. His enemies took advantage of that.
I see. You get a routine. You can't
Yeah.
have a routine.
No.
On Thursday, videos emerged showing his body in an open casket. Bizarrely, those gathered around the coffin were seen placing weapons inside, ranging from small handguns to large rifles. Placing items into caskets is a relatively common practice across the world.
Do you think he's
Just
God.
not so much with shitloads of guns.
See how many guns there are there?
He's covered in guns.
It's
It's
like
just
an
his,
amnesty, innit?
it's just it is. They're gonna make a statue out of them.
They're going to make a gun angel, aren't they?
Have you seen the Gun Bee?
No.
It was at Dawley Day a couple of years back. The Gun Bee. It was like, there was like proper like assault rifles and shit in it, and you're like, what? Where'd they get that from? And why haven't I got one? No, not for everyone. Not for every Tom, Dick, and Harry owning an assault rifle.
You're not American.
No. No, very clearly not, no.
So yeah, that was it really. He got gunned down last week and, this week, they buried him very swiftly, but with shitloads of guns. So he
I
can
kind of like it.
go and help raise hell in heaven.
I say that with very confused look on my face, because I'm assuming.
I think he was accused of murder, multiple murders and things.
Well, I'm
He's
assuming.
going to storm hell, isn't he?
Well,
He's
he's
a
going.
cartel
He's not.
boss.
He's not going up, is he? Let's
No.
face it.
Depends
So,
if he got to repent before he died.
well, he's obviously arming himself. So when he does get down to hell, maybe he'll be facing some of the dicks that he gunned down in the past.
Do you think he's a fan of the movie Doom or the computer game Doom? Because he used a lot of guns to blast his way through hell,
Yeah, man.
shooting demons. You know?
I didn't see no minigun, but
No, or the BFG.
no.
I didn't see that either. Still, a lot of guns. Covered in guns.
Yeah, literally covered.
I wouldn't fancy the being a pallbearer carrying that back in.
Fuck me, that would have weighed some, wouldn't it?
It would.
Lowering it down, like, into the...
The pointless thing is, though, he
Right.
got cremated.
How did he?
I don't know. I'm just.
I hope them guns weren't loaded.
Yeah. He was definitely was sent off with a bang, wasn't he?
Yeah. You're not getting that crone. And on that note, I've been Ben. Thanks so much for listening. You know what? Small aliens in Mexico.
Is that just a statement?
Are they fake? Are they the invention of a mentally ill man? Are they real? Have we got tiny little alien ET fucking ancestors?
I like how you ended with a question there.
Yeah. Throw it out there, make it a thing.
I've been Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out. May the force be with you.
Mike just wants dogmatic Jedi culture.
And I've been Clair. Check out our listing on eBay for more pictures.
Well, I've been Pete. Have a good week. Bye.